So this might be the kind of hot take that gets me canceled, and if so, we've had a good run, I guess. But I firmly believe that every single teacher in the United States should absolutely refuse to decorate their classrooms at all. Like, not even the tiniest bit, not even a single Dollar Tree poster. I also believe that every single teacher in the United States should refuse to spend a single penny of their own money on supplies for their classroom. Because most Americans understand, I think, that public schools in the United States are largely underfunded. I think most parents, especially, recognize that their child's school is not getting enough funding and that that's unfair and that that should change. But I also think that for most parents in America, that's not a pressing issue because they know that the teachers will step in and play stopgap. They know that most teachers will be self-sacrificial and will make up the difference, will step up, spend their own money, sacrifice their own resources and time to make sure that all of their students still have the kind of magical, effective education experience that they deserve. And because they know that their child will still get that educational experience, it is not important enough to most parents to do anything to fight to fix the funding issue. And so I think the only way that we're going to fix the funding issue is by impacting those students' education. And I know that sounds crass, and I know it sounds probably evil to a lot of people, and I'm not arguing that any of these students don't deserve to have the best, most magical educational experience they can, but I think at some point, teachers have to put their foot down and say, no more. You saw how that woman reacted recently on here, bawling her eyes out because her son's classroom was completely bare at Meet the Teacher. Now imagine millions of parents having similar experiences all across the nation. That would get something done because that is a voting block that no politician can afford to completely piss off, regardless of what side of the aisle they're on. And maybe if parents saw their child not having the kind of fulfilling classroom experience that they want them to have, that all of us got to have because of the teachers in our lives that were self-sacrificial as we were growing up, maybe those parents would get involved throughout the school year and be showing up to their local school board meetings, be showing up to their state school board meetings, to be showing up to their state legislatures. And maybe those parents would keep the need for adequate school funding top of mind every time they walk into a voting booth, rather than just expecting teachers to make it happen with no funding and then getting online every single year at the start of the school year to bitch about the supplies that they had to buy for the classroom. So if you're a member of a teachers union, obviously I can't tell you what to do, but this would be my pitch to you. I genuinely think that every teacher in the United States should come together and collectively decide to leave their classrooms bare this year, because having your students walk into ugly, bare classrooms is the first step to getting you the funding and the respect that you deserve.